Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Xinfin, aka XDC. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. So overall, I am watching the indices in about 15 minutes. They do open. It is 9:15 a.m. They'll most likely open by the end of this video. But overall, I am watching that right now to determine on if we're going to have a good day or a bad day. Just because of the inflation rates that did get released, we might have a short sell-off throughout the markets. We gotta wait and see. Of course, I am eyeing XDC, aka Xinfin, because we have been seeing some incredible updates lately. Of course, you guys do see the 3-month span. It's been a downward trend. I've been talking to you guys a little bit about this asset. We did come down and test about like 5.5 cents. I still believe that we could test as low as about like 4.5 cents almost. So I am watching that closely. Trading volume up about 13%. Nothing too crazy there. Honestly, I want to see a lot more listings for XDC. I don't think a lot of people in the US have an ease of buying. I mean, like I bought mine on Qcoin, but for the most part, you know, or I actually think I bought this on Bitrue, because I believe that I have this in XSP or XSwap on Bitrue. I'm pretty sure I do. But overall, there's not that many easy areas to buy this on, and honestly, I want this to be on a major exchange. I just think that that will help XDC really continue to grow in one, volume, but also price. But I do believe it's going to take a little bit of time until we do get on those exchanges. But we have been seeing a ton of updates throughout the Xinfin area, aka the XDC network, if you will. And I'm very excited to talk about this today. There's a ton of connections to some major high-tier companies. So let's just jump in and let's talk about it. So first off, we did see a major update with Kinesis. I hope that I'm saying that right. You know, I'm kind of treating it like almost Genesis feel, but it's Kinesis. We would like to welcome Kinesis Monetary to the XDC network. Kinesis brings gold and silver to the network with KAU and KAG. You could read more about the collaboration here. Overall, I think that this is actually a pretty big partnership. We're going to be addressing this and talking about it. They only have about 9.5K. I think it's Kinesis. I'm going to say Kinesis just because I think that that's exactly how you say it. So I do apologize if I've been butchering it. But overall, I do think that this is very bullish, yes. In fact, we do see over here another giant step in the expansion of the XDC network. My fellow crypto investors, XDC network has partnered with Kinesis Monetary, which was founded by ABX.com, allocated bullion exchange. Thanks, Mr. Blockchain 2022. Why do I want to say 2022 so bad? 22 for sharing this, a must-read indeed. And of course, we do see here, XDC baby, this partnership allows XDC holders the ability to trade against precious metals KAU and KAG, which are fully allocated physical gold and silver-backed tokens. And we actually see here, you know, Kinesis will first list the XDC and XRC20 tokens on the Kinesis exchange, providing XDC holders the ability to trade against precious metals tokens KAU and KAG, which are fully allocated physical gold and silver-backed tokens, which hold real-world utility for saving or spending as global currency. You know, the first aims towards, you know, the enablement of minting Kinesis gold and silver-backed digital currencies on the XDC network as XRC20 tokens, and integrating XRC20 KAU and XRC20 KAG tokens on the Kinesis exchange platform for direct use and utility on the XRC20 protocol. This is absolutely bullish. Anybody who is not looking at this, reading this, and saying, wow, I think I should have XDC in my portfolio, obviously is not recognizing the sheer amount of bullishness behind this announcement. I also think that this is a huge step forward for Xinfin. I think that this is incredible to say the least. And I think that this just solidifies the idea that we should be loading up on XDC. I mean, this is an incredible opportunity. Under $1 billion in market cap value. Man, the ROI potential here for XDC is insane. And I also told you guys a little bit about XSwap. We will talk about XSwap later on in this video, but I also think that XSwap is also an incredible asset in terms of what they are doing. I think that it is actually this one instead of XSwap. There we go. So I told you guys about this one. Pay attention to XSwap as well. They are about to launch their mainnet here shortly in this month, which is also, of course, on the Xinfin network. Very exciting, very incredible as well. But everything that has been happening within the XDC network scene, I've been all over because XDC is one that not a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people continue to comment on my videos saying, "Shush, I'm trying to load up." But trust me, you guys need to look into XDC if you haven't already. And we do see here XDC things are happening under the radar for many in the United Arab Emirates. It's amazing how a project like XDC doesn't get the attention it deserves. XDC is all about setting new standards. Liquidity will come easily when everything is revealed. And this actually goes back to February 9th, by the way. We do see here, this part has to be involving XDC. This is also quoting R3 Corda, embracing technology for better supervision of digital assets. And then we also see over here, or I shouldn't, let's read the highlighted. So Abu Dhabi, of course, global market. We know that ADGM is actually working with Xinfin already, but we do see here a blockchain technology firm. And then we see in particular, we are building a private blockchain environment utilizing smart contracts within the digital lab, which is, of course, the digital sandbox for the FSRA. And all of this goes hand in hand. We even see, the ADGM Digital Lab Anigio, which we're going to be talking about Anigio here shortly. TradeStream, FQX, ClearEye.ai, Casterman Advisory, and Xinfin Network / TradeFinix. Guys, this is all talking about, of course, the Emiratis and NBD, and Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank as well. This is going to be insane in terms of the sheer amount of volume that will flow over Xinfin if it is going to be, of course, the trade finance global standard. And we do see here in Global Digital FI's 2021 year in review annual report, R3 Chief Strategy Officer, Todd McDonald, reveals his thoughts on how continued industry collaboration will help to drive wide-scale DLT adoption across global financial markets. And of course, this is talking about some major names here, Visa and stuff like that. So obviously, I'm paying attention to the scene very, very closely. I think that everybody should be paying attention to the scene, specifically regarding, of course, XDC as well, because I'm telling you, XDC has their hands in almost every major market or I shouldn't say market, but major player within the trade finance market. We do see Xinfin brings new sources of liquidity into trade finance, and this applies also to digital negotiable instruments such as those based on ITFA's DDoC specifications. And of course, we do see here, this is Anigio, by the way, explains ADGM is the perfect place for financial institutions to take advantage of advanced regulation. This is incredible as well, and this is all talking about ITFA's DDoC specifications as well. And we're going to be addressing Anigio here shortly. Please, just be patient. TradeTech opens new office in Dubai as well. We know that TradeTech is a huge player within the Xinfin scene. I've talked to you guys about TradeTech so many times. But I want you to all pay attention to these main players in this space. And last but not least, we do see here XDC, ITFA, deep dive on MLETR with members of DNI Initiative as well. Main players here, again, focus on the main players, MIDI and even Anigio. Anigio is such a huge name. Let's talk about it. So real quick, MIDI, our unfailing belief in better. Again, MIDI is a huge name as well as a huge company. And of course, they are working with Swift Trade Finance for Corporates 2021. And these are celebrated and awarded ISO 27001 certified. I mean, these are some huge celebrations / awards. And of course, some main players here, as you guys do see on the board of directors as well. And when we are talking about Swift, I also do think that Swift will use XDC or Xinfin for trade finance as well. The reason why I say that is because of Andre Casterman. We've talked about him. We've discussed him. I think he's a huge puzzle piece for this entire network. And then, of course, Anigio company, recreating trust in a digital world. Our mission to offer innovative solutions to ensure consistency, integrity, and traceability of digital information in time. Again, this is also a huge company talking about DLT technology. I've always discussed to you guys, DLT technology is such a massive space in this market. I'm just telling you guys, like when we're talking about this market, and we're talking about XDC, and we're talking about XRP, and these major assets I talk to you guys about on a day-to-day basis. We are so early in the DLT space. I'm telling you, just focus on the main players here. Like Anigio has 15 employees combining strong engineering, technology, and business backgrounds, comprising 30 plus years, of combined experience in blockchain technology and 100 plus years of combined banking experience. And of course, the main players here, of course, are China Systems, ITFA, Finastra, Scanlog. I've talked to you guys about Finastra, such a massive company as well. I've discussed to you guys Finastra's connections with even, Ripple and even now Xinfin as well. And of course, the management team. The funny thing about the management team is, a lot of these are major players in this space. And of course, here's their full team. You could read all about these individuals and their expertise. They have like 10 plus years in this entire market, more so talking about finance and, even insurance sectors. And of course, the advisors. Who's sitting on the advisors list? Of course, Andre Casterman, again, a fintech consultant advising clients on payments, trade finance, capital markets, and digital assets, 20 plus years at Swift. I mean, listen, I'm not going to say anything about this. I'm just saying, you need to pay attention to these direct connections because Andre Casterman is also a board member. I mean, it's just comical to me. I mean, Anigio is such a huge giant and such a massive connection to, of course, Xinfin. And of course, we do see here we are now actively preparing the market for full trade digitization and mass adoption of interoperable digital standards. If this is relevant to your role, come and join us. This is coming from ICC United Kingdom. Of course, this is all talking about trade finance. And look at who's labeled down there, Anigio. This is why you guys need to focus on Anigio. And I'm telling you, I'm just going to say it right now. I honestly think that at this point, wherever these major companies go that are in bed with Xinfin, all right, it's all going to come back to the idea that they are all utilizing Xinfin for trade finance. I really do think that Xinfin is going to be a massive giant within the trade finance area. Let me know what you guys think, though, down in the comments below. Definitely check out XSwap protocol if you guys do want to check it out. They are going to be launching their mainnet here soon. It is the decentralized exchange of the XDC network and growing ecosystem. I think that they're a very interesting overall company. I think that you should all do your own research, though. I know that there are some risky things behind the scenes for this one, and some things are suspicious, but for the most part, I definitely think that you should check them out. And of course, check out XDC if you guys haven't already. It's a massive giant. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.